Hi guys, my name is Asia and I work for a US based airline, and so today I'm going to show you exactly what it is I do for my airline. First things first, guys, I'm an operations agent for my airline, and you'll often hear terms ops agent, operations ops agent. It's all the same thing. For today's video, I kind of just want to walk you guys through like my day, or maybe just like my flight. I don't know, you might have to do multiple flights for you guys to get like a quick glimpse, but the ops agent is very vague online. Not many people have videos explaining what it is that you do, so I want to just share that with you guys so you can make a decision when you are applying. My company has ops and CSA separated, and I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. So yeah, let's get this video rolling, and I hope you guys enjoy it in advance. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below if you like videos like this, and let's get into the video. First thing I do is plan my flight, which I already did in the break room. Sorry I didn't show you guys, but I planned my flight, and now I'm here in the jet bridge to meet the plane. It should be landing any minute now, so I'm gonna meet the plane and then we're gonna deplane. All right, so at the bottom of my jet bridge, this is the maintenance desk. It's just like a little tray if they need a ride or something, and sometimes we have seat belt extenders, extra emergency rail briefings. But this part right here is the jet bridge. This is what I'm standing in. This is a jet bridge. We line you guys up in here before you get on the plane. And this right here is how I drive the jet bridge. So we have our control stick, which is gonna be a point and go jet bridge. That means it can go every direction here. The system is off, so it's not gonna do anything, but each airline has like a login if you have shared gates. That way you can log into your airline's system, basically. But this is it. And then out that door, my company also has like a really cool system for the fueling. So let me show you how it looks. I have a fuel ticket. And you know how the banks used to have like you pull up and you put your money into the clear container? That's what we have for our fuel. Whoa. So I just put my ticket inside of here. It's attached to a string. It drops down high enough or low enough that this person on the fueler can, it drops down low enough that the fueler can get it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And our plane is here. As you can see, they have equipment in the way. We need to get it out of here, but that's our plane. Attention in the boarding area. Oops, sorry, go ahead. Attention in the boarding area. Southwest Airlines paging all guests who are going to Tampa flight 2359. If you are ticketed and confirmed and you still would like to join us here at gate C47, please come on over for our on-time departure. So one of the things we have to do is when passengers are missing, we have to page on the concourse for missing passengers. When it comes to D10, which is 10 minutes before closing, we have to go on board and page passengers. Luckily for me, my missing passengers just showed up. So now we're just gonna wait for their bags and then we'll get out of here. Let me show you in a minute. They have to be closed before you can reach that bridge. All right, so something that's probably not as known to everybody, and sorry my camera is a little crooked, y'all, bear with me, but something that's not as known to folks is that as an operations agent, you actually have to stay in the bottom of the jet bridge and wave your pilot off. So it doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing, wind, whatever it is, you are required to stay here and wave them off. So that's what we're doing right now. They are talking, they just put their headsets on, so hopefully they should be getting out of here and we can get an on-time departure. Our departure is, thank you. There we go. Whoa, that is so close to me. Hold on. There we go. So our departure, y'all hear it? Y'all want to see it push? Hold on. You guys see it leaving through the gates there? All right, so our push time was 5 o'clock for this plane. We pushed at 16:58. Score! I have been assigned to 2 more flights. Why is it zoomed in so close? There we go. 2 more flights. One's a turn, one's a run. Something that's not really talked about a whole lot is the aisle chairs. So let's talk about it. I'm gonna set you guys down here. This is one of our newer aisle chairs. I think this came out last year or maybe a year and a half ago. So this is one of our newer aisle chairs. It is the operation agent's responsibility to assist with the lift and put passengers into the plane or take them off. So if it's unable to assist themselves getting in and outside of the aircraft, we will use this aisle chair. It goes into the aircraft, and it's my responsibility to go ahead and assist with that. It could be me by myself, it could be with other passengers that are traveling with the person, other cohorts. But this chair is what we'll use to transfer them from their personal chair into this chair, and then we'll transfer them into the airplane. And let me show what we do for that. Every jet bridge has one of these as a passenger or a PKG. And it has a sliding board, it has the lift kit. I forgot what the actual name, but it's a lift kit. It's what you would use if someone completely could not get themselves up. That is how you would transfer someone. So all that is in here. Every jet bridge has one, and yeah. All right, you guys ready for another one? Here we go. So every jet bridge has a broom and a shovel, and they also have a temperature gauge reader thingy. I don't know what you call it, but they have one. And it's our responsibility going into the winter months to make sure we put it in the FO side so that the ramp pool is here overnight can monitor the temperatures of the aircraft if they need to warm it up. If it freezes, not good. I have another plane coming in. It's coming in from Fort Lauderdale, and I am tracking my flight on Flight Radar. That's my preferred tracking method. So I'm tracking it here. I also went ahead and printed off my specials here. So before your flight, if it's just a domestic departure, you want to be at your gate 45 minutes prior. If it's international, 1 hour prior. So my departure time is 6:22. It is 5:29. We have a little bit of time, so I'm going to go ahead and start planning my flight. And the first thing I need to look for is specials. It's basically anything that's outside of a regular flight. Children, infants, customers of size, wheelchairs, peanut allergies. That way I can make sure I plan accordingly. And if there's anything that needs to be communicated to our flight attendants, then I will go ahead and let them know that as well. But if I don't plan my flight properly, I'm not prepared. This is my pen I'm using. Isn't this cute? Can you guys even see it? It says, I may be wrong, but I doubt it. Okay, so one of the girls on TikTok made it for me. I'm gonna put her little, I'm gonna put her TikTok shop up here in case you guys are wanting to get a pen. But I like to write a little note on the top of my specials for my flight attendants. You don't have to do this, but it's cute. Let me show you my little note that I put here on this one. So there it is. It's backwards for you guys, right? But it just says you're amazing just the way you are, and then it has all of our flight information, flight number, how many passengers are booked, how many passengers are through, our tail number, and the aircraft type. So I think one of the best parts about being an operations agent is that you don't have to stay at the gate when you don't have a flight. See, I'm in the break room. The CSAs have to stay at their assignment, so I get to leave, come back to the break room, or go help out somebody else, whatever the case is. And it looks like my plane is getting ready to pop into range now, so we gotta head over to the gate and get everything set up over there. We're back in the jet bridge, of course. Are you guys tired of seeing it yet? I am getting ready to write out a fuel ticket, so I need to do the math really quick. This is a 700 coming in. My plant fuel is 14.8. 14.8 divided by 2 is 7.4. So we're gonna put 7,400 pounds of fuel in each wing and nothing in the center. Sign for my C-47, and this plane is going to Phoenix. I don't have the flight number or the tail number. Pause 1 second. All right, I'm back. I have my specials now. I can fill out my fuel ticket properly. Flight 4593, today's date, and my tail number. So when I say tail number, do you guys know what I mean? If not, I'm going to show you. A tail number is basically the registration for the aircraft. You know how when you get a car, you get a license plate? Think of it kind of like that. Every plane has a number. We just call it a tail number. So when the plane pulls in or when it's leaving, one or the other, I'm going to show you guys where we have our tail numbers at. Not all the places, but I'll show you a couple of them. So let me drop my fuel ticket really quick, and then we'll see if our plane is on the ground. My company provides hearing protection for you. I use these little ones that come in a pack. The rampers have earmuffs if they want to use those, or they can use the screw ones too. So I just take it, twist it in my ear, and it stays. Other one, I don't know about you, but when I get older, I don't want to be suffering from hearing loss. If I could have prevented it, we also have to take hearing tests every year. So if your hearing is not on point, could be mean. That could mean loss of your job. So I just took my hearing test. It came back good. And I'll take another one around the same time next year. All right. You guys see the line indicators for our planes, all the stuff out there. The ramp was supposed to do a FOD walk to make sure there's nothing down there. What is a FOD walk, you might ask? FOD, foreign object debris. Anything that could be down there, zippers, paper, water bottles, they have to do a walk before they bring the plane in. Anything that can cause damage when it's pulled into our engine or anything like that. Looks like our plane just landed over there, so when it gets a little bit closer I'll show you, but I was just kind of looking out to see if there's anything. Sometimes they don't catch it. I'll call them, hey, ramp, whatever, I see something down by, I don't know, you know what I mean? I really wanted to show you guys my Terminating flight. They took it away from me. After this I was supposed to have a Terminator or a Ron. They took it away from me and now I have a turn. 3 turns on a Saturday is crazy. But hopefully they'll give me a Terminator after that so I can show you guys how we go through and shut our planes down. Somebody coming to my bridge? Hold on. Because while we're at it, job security, bridge security is a part of your job as an ops agent. You are to guard your jet bridge at all times. Who's on your jet bridge, what's going down your jet bridge. If there's other employees who need to use their jet bridge, they have to show your ID. Like, you have to do it all. You literally gotta be on top of your game. All right, there's our plane. The little blurry one back there, small. That's our plane. Since our plane's coming in, let me show you guys another thing about the jet bridge. For my airline, we have red tape on each side. At least in Denver, that's what we use, and that's where you want to put the plane door in between those 2 red lines. So when I'm driving the jet bridge, I have to be cautious, make sure I line it up, and I get a 2-inch gap between the bumper and the aircraft. Our plane is slowly making its way over here. Usually Southwest don't play and they be rolling. Today I guess not. All right, here she comes. Safety first, earplugs in. And I will show you guys our plane door after the plane is parked. And you guys can let me know if I got the tape in between there. All right, registration 7749. All right, we're in between the lines. All right, we're out of there. All right, I can't move my jet bridge until that plane is chopped. All right, let's go. You're welcome. Also, we're going to carousel number 5, okay? Thank you. So we also have to tell our flight attendants which carousel passengers can pick up their bags at. So you have to find that out before you come down to meet your plane. So you guys already know my boarding door here. That's where I do all my boarding and scanning all the passengers. I have to make sure all the bags fit on that. If they don't, we're good, baby. We got everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it. Get to make sure all the bags fit there. If they don't fit, of course, we will gate check them. Then we have our intercom here. So this is how I make announcements. Test, test. Yeah, you see how it works. I know it seems like we have been in this jet bridge forever, but that's just my reality. So one of the next things I'm getting ready to do is also a part of our job. There we go. There is a plane coming from our maintenance hangar. So basically there was a plane that was probably taken out of line and it's going to be coming back online, and they're towing it over from our maintenance hangar. So they didn't put it on my schedule. They just called me and asked me if I would stay and get it. As an ops agent, that's what you have to do as well. So even though it's coming from our hangar, it is gonna sit here overnight and it's not going back into service until tomorrow. But I will bring the plane in, and once it's here, I'll get the maintenance people off the plane, and then I will treat it like a Ron seal. So I'll put the temperature probe inside, I'll crack the door, all the fun stuff. You guys, I'd be lying if I said that last flight was easy breezy. It was a headache, but again, part of the job. So when you have issues on your plane, the first person they come looking for is you. I have to go on the plane, rectify an issue. If I wasn't able to rectify it, then I would call supervisor, but I try not to call supervisors. I don't need you. Stay away from my gate unless I call for you. We're on the plane, issue solved, and now the plane's gone. So let's hope that this one pulls in quick, because it's honestly cutting into my break time. I'm supposed to be on break. I hear something. Let's go see. A different gate. Why would I think that's my plane when I just told y'all my plane's getting towed over? That plane, you can clearly hear the engines. Alright, so just outside the door, there's a temperature probe. This goes on the inside of the aircraft. Every plane that's sitting here, it goes in, even on turns. Have you guys seen the agents wearing the brightly colored vests? Those are called high visibility vests or high vis vests. There's one at every gate for the operations agent. It typically stays down by the jet bridge doors. So if I ever needed to go downstairs, not just at night, general, you are required to wear your safety vest. So I would put this safety vest on and take my butt downstairs and do whatever it is I needed to be done. For example, if I wanted to help out with gate checks, I needed to talk to the ramp about something, I needed to go downstairs and talk to the fueler, whatever it is, you gotta put on this and go do it. They didn't call me and asked me to bring this jet bridge up and told me to stay here till 45. If it wasn't here at 45, I could leave. It's 48. I'm trying to stay just so I could show y'all part of the job function, but I'm really about to leave. There's a whole plane going in here. This is not what I signed up for. Maybe maintenance is bringing it in on its own power. But I know I ain't signed up for no turn, so hold on 1 second. It's maintenance. Woo! Had me look spooked here. Hi. Woo! I didn't get to I'm so sorry. You scared the mess out of me, girl? Because they called me to come with the jet bridge, so I'm like... He called me and told me to stay here after the last time. You see? And now they called me and like, so I'm like, who's moving it? It's me. I didn't mean to scare you, girl. You scared the mess out of me. And I saw your stuff. I'm like, I think that's Asian stuff. Yes. I'm not sure. I don't know why, girl. You know, they'll make the nails. That's fine. I'm sorry. My heart dropped on that. Yeah, and I tried to like not scare you, but it didn't work. It's alright. And you don't hope to have my earplugs in, so. I know. Holy. Why? Make it make sense. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Good, thank you.
Makes no sense.
I know. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's talk about some of the things that we have to do on the aircraft. So this plane was just towed over from the hangar, so I still do the same thing I do on the lawn, which is walk the entire aircraft, make sure nothing was left behind, check the bathrooms, check the dirt bars. So we are going to do that right now. You see the lights on because we are actually on ground power, but if you weren't, it would be completely dark. So flight deck empty. Everything shut down. Bathroom number 1 empty. And then y'all, literally, if this was a turn, or I said turn, an actual Terminator, I walk to the back of the plane. Empty. This is a 700, so there's just these 2 bathrooms that I'm checking. Next, I'm looking at the dirt bars. This is not a part of my job description. It's actually for the captain to do, but I'm a little extra and I don't want no problems at my gate. So let's check our dirt bars. The emergency exit door, I should say. The dirt bar is up and secured. If it was down and someone went to open that door, it would send the slide out. Same way that way. Dirt bar is up and secured. Beautiful. This was a turn. I would be coming and checking my potable and my waste system to make sure we would be good, or I would be asking my flight attendant to do so. But it's not a turn, so we are gonna just go on without it. If I get another turn, which I think I said we have one more, I will try to show you guys like when the aircraft is actually on, so you can see like the levels and everything. All right, at the front of the aircraft, we also have dirt bar here, making sure that is up, and it is. Wasn't that cool, like getting your walkthrough on the aircraft? That's so cool, right? I think it is. Maybe you guys are not as geeky as me, but I think that's pretty fun. That plane is gone, so let's talk about the next thing we do. Should we have a delay, I am responsible for coding the flight out. Every other airline I work for, you were able to combine delays. For example, if flight attendants took 5-minute delay, I could put it on that. If boarding took 3 minutes, I could put on that. And if ramp took 18, I could put on that all combined. Here we get one delay code. So whichever delay consumed the most time, that's what delay goes on. So let's go up top. Let's go find out what our delay code is gonna be. It didn't end up coding the flight out. I probably should do it now, but a supervisor walked up and said she needed to audit my flight. So yeah, she came by, audited my flight, so I did good. Checked out my notes, checked my loading instructions, my center of gravity, and was like, you're good to go. So that's a plus, but it is lunchtime, so I'm gonna eat and then I guess we'll go code the flight out after my lunch. The reason why I'm not coding the flight out first is because my lunchtime just started. If I'm still working past my lunchtime, then I will call them and have them restart my lunch because I was doing something that, you know, I was being audited. So instead of calling them and making it a big deal, I'm just gonna eat first and then code my flight afterwards. So my husband packed me a lunch and it smells so good. It looks like it's a salad. It is. It's a salad. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited to eat. It's been such a long night and my Terminator is finally on the ground. So the next part of our job is calling for wheelchairs. So let's call for, I don't have my radio. Goodness gracious. All right, normally I would hit the radio, prospect, and I get blank amount of wheelchairs and go from there, but you know, let's just call upstairs and ask for wheelchairs. I'm gonna call my coordinator. Hey, I left my radio in the break room. Could you call me 3 wheelchairs, 4-6, please? Yes, it's on the ground. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. All right, done. And I can hear our plane full again, so let's see it. Everybody's off the plane now, so let's go check it out. This is a RON, remain overnight, or Terminator, whatever you choose to use, same difference. So we have a couple things we need to check out. Alrighty, from the looks of it, it looks like the plane is off. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the ground power light to see if we'll get a light here. No, we don't. So the plane is completely shut off. They must not have hooked up the power to the plane. Like, look how dark it is in here, y'all. It looks lighter on the camera than it does in person. Goodness, we are not walking back there. If I was able to hook it up to the ground power, or if I was able to hit ground service and the light come on, I would walk back there. No ma'am, not doing that. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and get, the whole thing is coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and get a drink if I can do this in one hand. I'm gonna go ahead and close this plane up. Temperature probe is already inside. And now I'm just gonna crack the door. And the maintenance comes today. They can still get in the plane. I mean, they can still get in the plane regardless, but as you can see, the door is cracked. It's not completely shut because the probe is inside. If I was ever gonna close the door, I would always look outside. Make sure there's not a maintenance truck here, because what's the point of closing it if maintenance is already here? But we're closed. That's it. So whenever you're docked to the plane, you leave these doors open. They're only closed when you don't have a plane. All right, so you guys already know my boarding door here. That's where I do all my boarding and scanning all the passengers. I have to make sure all the bags fit on that. If they don't, we're good, baby. We got everybody. Thank you, I appreciate it. Get to make sure all the bags fit there. If they don't fit, of course, we will gate check them. Then we have our intercom here. So this is how I make announcements. Test. Yeah, you see how it works. If I want to make announcements, I'll make it there, but it's late at night, so we're not doing that. All right, here in Denver, our customer service desks sit out like this, and then the ops podiums sit closer to the door. It's not that way at every station, but it is good to know where your closest CSA podium is, because passengers will want to know, you know. Is that my phone? That is the phone I just called ringing. Call the station. Hey, can I airlock? 55. All right, good night, bye. They were calling down the phone. She said, I was just calling you another line. Girl, I'm glad I sat right here and heard that ring, because all right, anyways. So for the customer service desk, you need to know where they're at. You need to communicate with your customer service agents. You have to tell them what is going on your flight. So So when it comes to your customer service agents, they need to know everything about your flight. I communicate, I tell them everything, weight restrictions, how many passengers we can put on, can they clear standbys, are we having issues with delays, like everything. So the more you talk to your CSAs, the more appreciative they are. You guys can all be on the same page, you know what I mean? Like, why would you want to run a dysfunctional fight? You guys, I think that's basically it. Like, that's basically it. That's my day in a nutshell. Honestly, I wish I could have shown you guys so much more. I had a great idea for this video and my day just did not go as planned, but of everything you did see, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. I think we'll do this again in like a week or so. We'll give it some time, or maybe I'll just film over the next couple days different things and then we can compile it into a video. Yeah, let's do that. So all right, you guys.